What we're now seeing is a major shift overall in the transition of the energy world from we produce energy when it's needed to we consume energy when it's available. And these solar peak futures are an answer to that transition, because now we're introducing a peak future on peak supply. That obviously has a major impact on the price and could be expanded to other markets later on.
What is driving the growth at the European Energy Exchange, EEX?
A couple of trends that have been around for quite a while, especially in our core markets in Europe. We've seen a trend from OTC trading over to the cleared exchange trading. That has been intact for more than 10 years and is still growing. It actually has been accelerated by the recent price crisis in energy markets in Europe, because in times of crisis, the value of clearing is on everybody's mind. So we've seen increasing market shares in the power markets in Europe. Second driver of growth is new customers. We've added more than 80 new customers to the overall EEX network over the last year. We have more than 800 customers from 40 different countries that built the EEX liquidity network. And that includes new customer types. The power markets in Europe have become liquid enough for high-frequency traders to apply their strategies also in these power markets, and they add additional liquidity, also leading to higher trading volumes.
The Japanese power market saw increased volume in 2023. What is driving its growth?
Japanese market was only started roughly 4 years ago. It's actually been our fastest growing market in all of the EEX power markets together. And what's driving the growth is really bringing together the international community, those 800 customers that are linked to the EEX network, together with the local players in Japan. So we have a very good mix of Japanese and international clients active in this market. And the volume has almost tripled last year. And we've seen another record months in January and another record months in February. So it's a really fast-growing market with new participants joining and increasing liquidity there. But it's still in a very early phase of development. So we see a lot of potential. When you look at physical consumption, the Japanese market is twice as big as the German market, which is our most liquid product.
How are EEX and Nodal Exchange growing volumes in the energy markets?
We operate this market together with our partner Incubex. Nodal here in the US has the broadest set of environmental products of all exchanges. So it's a mixture of adding new products that our customers demand, and also increasing the distribution. And there are some benefits of trading these markets next to where people trade their power markets, because there are margin offsets and things like that. So that's been a major growth driver, both on the voluntary side of the things, but more important on the compliance markets that we run.
What can you tell me about Nordic zonal futures and how they fit into the current index offerings?
The Scandinavian power market is one of the biggest. It's actually the second biggest market in Europe. But it has seen declining volumes over the last decade. These zonal futures are our answer to stop that trend and reverse it, because we think there is a lot of potential by simplifying the product offering for that market and bringing additional benefits to the Scandinavian market. Simplifying because we will have an individual future for each of the 12 price zones across Scandinavia. When you have physical exposure to one of these prices, you can trade a simple one-trade future, same concept as has been successful in the rest of Europe, and hedge your exposure. We will also continue to offer the system price, which is a sort of a pan-Scandinavian price. So people will be able to trade Scandinavian price, the individual price zones, and spread contracts between the zonal futures and the system price, but also between zonal futures and other European markets that we offer. So if you're a trader in Denmark, you can trade spreads between the different Danish price zones, between the Danish price zone and the Scandinavian price, but also between Denmark and Germany, which is a very liquid market and they're very highly correlated. So it's a much broader set of products, and the usual benefits will apply also to those. So when you trade those, it'll be cross-margined across all the other markets that are in the same clearinghouse that clears all the EEX markets.
What are the hurdles in creating an emissions trading system for the Turkish Energy Exchange EPAS?
Not an isolated initiative. We are engaging in all parts of the world to establish price discovery mechanisms for CO2. Because ultimately it's a global problem that we're addressing, and we have a lot of experience in that. We have run emissions market in Europe for over 20 years. We can use that experience to bring it and help others to develop exchange emission trading systems. We've done that, for example, in New Zealand, with a local partner there, with the New Zealand Stock Exchange, to run the emissions market for the New Zealand government. And this is now another corporation with a local partner to do the same in Turkey. There's still some regulation needed from the Turkish government to actually establish this market, but we can bring in all of our expertise and our tools, our trading systems and so on, to help build that market so that we have another element of global carbon pricing.
How was this year's EEX skiing event? And did climate change affect the amount of snow you had?
It did a little bit. We had enough snow for the week of skiing. We were actually lucky because we got some new snow while we're there. But yeah, you can see it in all the European skiing areas. The season is shortening because of global warming. So it's time that we do something against that.